everybody, it's Sally. Welcome to Back to Basics for Soul Week. That was my allusion to Soul Train, which was very popular when I was in high school. And those of you who are way too young will not remember Soul Train. Okay, so it's Soul Week, but the questions are, it's a very broad topic, and we're encouraged to kind of see what part of this really floats our boat. And you'll know I'm 4 years out. And so my feelings about this question are going to be different than newbies or first year or first maintenance year or everything. So let me tell you a little bit. Now see, it's so dark in here I can't read, but the lighting is better for me when this is off. Okay, here's the questions. It's about, the part that jumped off at me was, are you who you want to be? Balancing outside pressure with your inner vision of who you want to be and what you want for your life. You know, and we know the pressures when you first start are different than you might be at 4 years out. The pressures early on are setting healthy boundaries, putting yourself first, practicing self-care for the first time in your life. Most women, where everything's about everyone else, which is why then maybe you stuff down with food and da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, been through that part, got the t-shirt, moved on to the rest part of pressures of living a weight loss surgery life. Are you who you want to be? If yes, please share why. If almost, please share why and what you're doing to get there. If no, please share why. Transformation isn't easy. We are all works in progress. That part jumped off at me. So I think I'll talk about that. And I'm going to turn this light back off. There we go. I like it better this way. It looks more dramatic. Okay. Am I who I want to be? Yes. Yes. And there's always room for improvement. Yes and a little no. Yes, and I have room to grow and change even more. I will say yes, and that I think for my soul, I have moved back towards balance. You know, it's very hard when you first start. You're striving, you're pushing, you're working towards that goal. Then you hit that maintenance phase where you're kind of freaking out because you don't know how to stop looking for that happy ending on the scale, or, you know, that happy new goal here and a new experience there. And then you've got to learn how to, you know, work it all together, weave it all together, and then live like a normie who still has to be mindful about their choices, mindful about their eating. And then a few more years go by and you have a little tiny rebound perhaps, or you age a little bit. And even if things were a little tighter before, they can get a little lower now. And so, yeah, am I happy that I am living a life that's full of health and vibrance and energy and excitement about every day? Am I happy that I'm living a life because of losing 120 pounds that has allowed me to be free from my cage of fear and anxiety about what people think about me? Oh, yes. Am I happy to be where I am in my stage of weight loss surgery post-life, where people would never think anything else other than me? And when I want to make a comment that where I'm in my head, where I might say, oh, but, you know, when you're heavy, you think, and people would go, what are you talking about? Because even though you know you're not, that's still in here. I don't see it all the time. I see it sometimes, but it's still in here. It's still a little bit of the eyes you look out of. Doesn't matter how old I'm going to get or how many years. I'm still spent the bulk of my life with that sensitivity of being an outsider, someone who someone could make fun of or think bad things about because of their physique, that make you a little insecure or a little nervous. But I fight every day to claim my new ground of feeling free to be me and to do what makes me feel more free and more satisfied every day. So, am I happy that I shake my booty in public now? Oh, yes, I am. Do I care that this week I heard 3 different kinds of people allude to me in one way or another that I was a little insane. Yeah, you know what? I'm a live wire, and I don't think I'm way over the edge, but I guess I'm over the edge for some people. Am I sorry that I've come so far out of my shell? Oh no, I'm not. Do I love my body? I love that my body is strong and healthy, and it takes me on 17-mile bike rides and 10-mile rambles, and I'm not achy the next day, or I could dance all night and feel like $1,000,000. Oh yeah, I love my body for the things it does for me. Do I love all little parts of my body? You know what? If I knew what that little saggy saddlebag's purpose was to serve, I would say thank you to it too. But I will not tell you that I love my little saddlebag that has like reappeared from my little rebound. But I can still wear the same clothes. So you know what? I will not be defined by my little saddlebag. Hello, saddlebag. You will not define me. I will not let my mood be affected by a little saddlebag or a couple of pounds on the scale. I will continue to grow in self-acceptance and what's the way I can say that? Being non-self-conscious. Non-self-conscious. I do not want to ever be self-conscious about my body as long as I live. As long as I walk on this earth, I do not ever want to go back to feeling that way again. Sometimes you have to stop and give yourself a little mind check that you're making yourself self-conscious. Well, I can see this little bulge on this thing. Nobody else is seeing that bulge. So why are you looking at it? Why are you looking in like this at yourself? Not important. Not important. People are so blown away from our brilliant personalities now that we've lost the weight and that we're so free. They're not going to look for the little tiny imperfections. So why are we? Let's not do that anymore. Other areas that I'm growing in are ones from my inner life from doing my Brené Brown study this year. And they're going to do the rest this year. And another study I've just picked up I'm really excited about. And it's going to carry me even further into the whole understanding of watching myself for any numbing choices that I might make. I think we've numbed our lives for so long. It was so ingrained in our behavior patterns. It's why we ate. It's why we maybe had transfer addictions after weight loss when we couldn't use food anymore, or sugar anymore, or ice cream anymore that make us dump. We shopped till we dropped, and boy, that was the biggest high of all, those years of transformation when your body's shifted and you can just buy new things and it's so wonderful. And then eventually you can still wear the same things because the sizes aren't changing, and so you don't feel the need to buy everything anymore. But that was kind of a letdown when you didn't need to go shopping all the time. And then there are the transfer addictions of alcohol. And I'm going to be really honest with you people right here, right now. I have struggled. I did not struggle originally. I struggled in the last year. I have worked on this for a year, but I've just now really found a program that's really working for me. So those who have some transfer addictions in that area, you PM me and I will share, because it's a great program, and it's about turning back your behavior modification and how you approach drinking in a moderate, normal, grown-up, behaviorally not challenged way. What was that? Oh, it got dark because my screen went dark. Sorry, God. Whoop. And that's a transformation that I'm really excited, because I got the tools just the other day, and it was just like weight loss surgery was a tool that opened up a path. and the behavior modification choices of food diaries and choices and setting goals, it was so similar. And this is what's going to get me back to where I never have to be worried about this being an issue for me. It's not abstinence, but it could be if I wanted it to be, when I want it to be. For some people that's okay and they can do that, and some of us still want to have an adult beverage from time to time in a very mature, thought out, mindful behavior pattern way. And I've just found it. So that's all I need to share about my transformation today. But like I said, if anybody's working on that alcohol transfer addiction issue a little bit, yeah, I think I found something you're going to be able to relate to. So PM me and I'll let you know. You guys take care, and I'll talk about that more later. Okay? You have a great day. I'll see you next week. Peace out.